First day, first show, and where better to start than from one of the earliest poster boys of Indian football, Bhaichung Bhutia. Alright, so yesterday we had found out in the news that the Bhaichung Bhutia football schools, in association with the Sports Ministry of India, have launched their first football training app called EnJogo. Now, before we get into what the app is exactly, let's talk about where the word EnJogo comes from. EnJogo, the word jogo comes from a Portuguese word, jogo binoto, which means the beautiful game. So enjoy the beautiful game, and hence the word EnJogo. Alright, what is this app exactly? This app provides a platform for young footballers of all age groups and skill sets the access of some specified workout plans which has been designed to bridge the gap between the coach and the players, especially in the pandemic situation where there is little or no physical contact between the two. Now, it's an instrumental tool through which young footballers can develop their skill set, and keep themselves up to date in terms of their football. Now, speaking of Bhaichung Bhutia, a week earlier, it was announced that he's going to be the first Indian footballer to have a stadium in his own name. The Bhaichung Bhutia Football Stadium in Sikkim, in Namchi. And why are these two things important? If you think about it, Bhaichung Bhutia retired from international football in 2011. Ever since that, he's had his political career, he's had his reality career, he's been the owner of United Sikkim FC, which used to compete in the I-League, but then they had to shut it down in 2019 because that they could not stay competitive enough and the emergence of the ISL. Then he started focusing on the grassroots level programs in Sikkim football in particular. Now, earlier this year, he had stated publicly that he wants to be the guy who drives the mantle forward in terms of development of football across the country. And he wants to be the guy who takes India to that level where it deserves to be. 9 years after his retirement, he has finally decided to step up on a national level in terms of football. If you think about cricket as a sport, you see the players who have retired and how they work towards the development of the game. Now, that is something that was lacking in football. And when you have someone of the stature of Bhaichung Bhutia, you have to make it count. And he has started to. He has started the work for developing a semi-professional football club which is close by to the stadium, which will cater players from all the way up from baby leagues to professional football, where he'll have teams competing in all tournaments all across the country. And now we see that he has started taking that initiative, and I hope that he gets the necessary support from former players, from administrators, from authorities, and from current Indian players to help achieve his goal of taking Indian football where it should be. I mean, with the amount of people that watch football in this country and the amount of people who play football in this country, it is about time that India moves to the next level. I mean, if you think about it, who is that icon player that you have? You had Bhaichung Bhutia, you have Sunil Chhetri right now. Who is that next guy? I mean, there are a few really good players in the team, but you don't have that icon level guy right now. So I really hope he does well and he achieves his goals and he takes Indian football where it needs to be.